Greetings. This is Dr. Barney in the Journey Home Studio in downtown Easton. Together again to work on our book that we are making into an art journal, saying goodbye to 2020 in whatever way happens during this time. So yesterday we were working on gratitude, and this is what we had at the end. So today we're going to add to this. So we'll begin with the ringing of the Buddha's bell. And when hear the sound, if you could just be mindful, be aware of your breath. Practice a sense of gratitude, sense of stillness and mindfulness. Mindfulness of what's happening to us in our bodies, in our soul, in our thinking mind, what's happening in the world, what's happening in downtown Easton. So I'd like to start with a reading. This is one of my favorite readings, and it was brought to my mind the other day when I had the privilege of Zoom speaking to a school in Kansas. I was invited by my nephew Bill to speak to his students about the journey home, about restorative justice, art making, and our lives, and how our lives can make a difference in the world. So this is a quote by Rilke, and this is in Letters to a Young Poet. I want to beg you as much as I can to be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart, and to try to love the questions themselves. Do not seek answers which cannot be given you, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer. Take whatever comes with great trust, and if only it comes out of your own will, out of some need of your innermost being, take it upon yourself and hate nothing. Beautiful thoughts of living the questions. And certainly there are a lot of questions happening in the world today. And since yesterday, I have been thinking about gratitude, and my mind shifted a little bit on gratitude. So, you know, back here, when we were being thankful of things in our lives in January and February, right? I was thinking along that same line. So I was thinking about, what am I thankful for? And then I realized that gratitude it's very subtle, but it's not really thankfulness. You know, we have different words for things because there's a little bit of a different meaning. And so I realized this morning when I was meditating that gratitude is a practice. Just the other day I was talking to a young man, and I suggested to him that he start a gratitude journal, that each day he writes something about gratitude. It's like a muscle that we have to practice, we have to use. Just like when you're getting fit, like you, at first you know you're not fit, and then you do walking and you're running, and all of a sudden, well, maybe not all of a sudden, but you become fit and you don't think about that you're fit, really. That's like gratitude. Gratitude is a sense in your heart. So I wrote these things. Gratitude as a practice. Something like mindfulness. If you practice mindfulness, it becomes part of your being and you are mindful. That sounds weird, but it's what happens. So it's a state of mind and heart. It's not really an action. That's being thankful is the action. Gratitude is something in your heart. It opens your being to being in the here and now. So you don't close anything out, even if it's something you don't want. You're still grateful for that lesson or that question. You're grateful to be alive, to be able to be mindful of life, to be in the moment. You know, the Buddha says that suffering is when we think about the past and we think about the future. And those aren't real, right? Those are stories we tell ourselves. So if we could be in the moment, how does it feel right now? What's happening to us right now? And if we have gratitude, then our heart is open to whatever happens, to whatever questions, to whatever answers. So with that in mind, I'm kind of adding to these pages. I'm adding these words. And I'm adding this face. So a few months ago, I got these tissue paper faces that are so cool. And they're really awesome because you can add them to the page. And I think I don't know why, she kind of represents my feelings of openness and gratitude. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use matte medium, again, my favorite. And we're going to add the face to this side. Remember yesterday we had gesso, and then I put spray paints. It's not exactly spray paint, I mean it's a special kind of spray paint. And you can see the designs, and you can see, I don't know if you can see this. I'll add it up here a little bit. There's like these little cracks in it. Remember, I didn't know what would happen when I added that paint? It has these little cracks that are really cool. Like it's cracking open. They're cracking open to let in the light, to let in our hearts. And then I put that stencil on it and I sprayed it with all that blue, which I still have up on my hands. When I left here yesterday, my hands were like that. They were all blue. So we're going to take the matte medium. And this blue might spread a little bit, but that's okay. Because remember, there's no mistakes in art. It's the process, right? I tell the people who come here and the women in my program to trust the process. Sometimes they laugh at me, but it has become our motto in a way, I guess. Just to trust the process. Yeah, see, blue's coming out. That's cool. Makes it bluer. I love it. So then we'll put this space on here. This is called a brayer, because we want to make sure that it gets on there really well. It's just beautiful. Oops. And I'm going to use a baby wipe, of course. I should buy stock in baby wipes. Smooth it. That's cool. All the nice colors are coming through. Look at that. You can still see all the texture on there. Beautiful. There's so much emotion and thinking and mindfulness in that face. Awesome. Love it. Okay. Then I'm going to introduce you to a couple new products, I guess, tools. So I'm going to take I thought it would be nice to put some color on these pages, on these strips. So I'm going to take the archival ink, and they're just little mini ones. They're really cool. This is the archival ink, and add some color. So I already did one just as a practice. I usually just use black, but I thought maybe I would use some other colors. Maybe some purple. It's going too long. We'll just tear it. Maybe I'll put it across here so it goes on both pages. Yes. Okay. Maybe I'll do this one with black. I'm going to use this other black, see if this one will work. So I just want it on the very edge. Okay, cool. Excellent. Now, I'm going to show you this really cool tool. Maybe some of you have seen this before. I don't know. Someone donated it, and I had no idea what it was, and it just sat on my shelf for a long time. And then I saw someone use it on Facebook. And I realized that it was this great tool for making stickers. So you can make this strip into a sticker. You just pull it through. Tear it off, sticker. Okay. Now you just peel it off. This is sticky. Isn't that cool? I'll put this one next. Nope, that one's goes here. Gratitude as a practice opens your mind, your being to the here and now, in the moment. Gratitude for the lessons of whatever is in the moment. It's us, it's us, we're alive. Gratitude for the lessons, whatever they are. Openness to those lessons. Gratitude as a practice opens your being to the here and now. And then you have gratitude for the lessons. You experience that. The lessons, whether without judgment. It's a bad lesson, it's a good lesson. It's just a lesson, it's just a life lesson that helps us become more human, more aware of our humanness. And then eventually If you practice, just like mindfulness, it becomes a state of mind and heart. Let's see if I can put this across there. Acceptance with an open heart, with no judgment. It's like living the questions. Beautiful. Wow. Did you think yesterday was going to come out like this? Now what I love doing is adding the black to the edges. It like frames it. Just a little accent or something. See how it frames it. Gratitude. Gratitude as a practice opens our being to the here and now. Gratitude for the lessons. A state of mind. Living the questions. Acceptance with an open heart. No judgments of what happens, of what's in our heart. An openness. And someday, actually each day, we are living the answers. So, this is Dr. Bonnie signing out in our 2 days of looking at gratitude and our saying goodbye to 2020. Namaste, Ubuntu, Ashe.